Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're back. It's P&E Adventures once again, episode 2. Today we're at the San Diego Safari Park. That's correct, the Wild African Safari Park. Are you excited, E?
Yeah.
What do you want to see today? We're looking for the shoebill. It's a crazy giant bird that has a crazy shoe-sized beak, and it eats rats and mice and even rabbits. So here we are, Wildlife Safari Park. They're all sported out for Halloween. We're about to walk past the Nairobi station. Kind of hard to see, but right off the bat, as soon as we enter the safari park, here is a bat-eared fox. Wow, that is a crazy looking fox right there. Never seen something like that. We're pumped to see what else we can find. Up on the hornbill right now, this thing has a crazy looking bill. Look, it looks like 2 bird bills in one. And yet, it's not double-headed. It just has a crazy looking bill. You can see, folks, there's a very huge open center section to the safari park where there appears to be an algae bloom in this pond. Doesn't smell great, I won't lie, and it's a hot day. Oh, and there are really small fish. It's kind of hard to see, but here they are. Tiny little fish.
Don't drop your phone in the water.
Here it is in its entirety. The center point of the San Diego Wildlife Safari Park. There should be some sort of babirusa in here. Let's take a look, see if we can find him. Maybe he's off display. I think he's off display. That's all right. We're going to move on to this. And as you can see, this is a pretty large man-made water structure with some cool. The shoebill, it's usually right around here. We don't see it yet. Can we find the shoebill today? That is the question. That is our mission. We must find the shoebill. We see a crane over there. We're going to take a closer look. Let's walk around this corner and see these cranes. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful bird, but it's not what we're looking for. Right here we got a very hairy looking hog. Claire, what's the name of this thing? It's a peccary. That's what it is. A peccary. Looking like that thing would peck at you or me. And it is eating right now. Apparently it just received lunch. Sounds good to me, though I had a heavy breakfast. Oh, a couple of smaller ones right here. Maybe this is Junior. Yeah, and this is Petunia. According to Claire, we have Petunia, Junior, and Daddy right there. Peccaries. Another crazy looking bird. It is not the shoebill, but it is a very large bird. We are still on our mission. We talked to a wildlife expert here, and she believes the shoebill will be around the corner from here. Wait and see if you want to see the craziest looking bird of all time. We're going to see how long Claire can jump. Go. She jumped maybe about 5 feet, a little less than a red kangaroo. A little more than a tree frog. There's restaurants and shops around here, but on our way toward this section, we're going to see the flying foxes. Yeah, that's right. Giant bats. He's gonna attempt to go through this log. Will he make it? Oh, he got stuck halfway. All right. Ready to see some flying foxes?
What the?
That's right. Flying foxes. We're going in right now. Look at that massive, just huge bat. No wonder they call it the flying fox. It is the size of a small fox with wings. Imagine one of these flying into your house. Now, look at this thing. It is just scary looking. I'm for sure buying one of these and putting it in my daughter's room tonight. This is truly a flying fox. I wouldn't want to mess with either of these. Here we go. We've got E and Claire as bats. Kind of looks like they're upside down. Oh. Folks, it's a sad day. As we just found out, the shoebill that used to reside here at the San Diego Wildlife Safari Park has passed away. In fact, the reason I couldn't find it is because it doesn't exist anymore. That's right, it died. Sometimes things get old. We were informed by one of the workers here that it's no longer with us. It's all right. Rest in peace to the shoebill. The Rainforest Aviary. Rainforest Aviary should be pretty awesome. Oh, these people are all waiting for us. We're taking forever. E, what are you looking to see inside here?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what's in here, so.
Well, that's a good reason to not know. We are ducks galore. Got some right here. We don't want to disturb them too much.
It's duck heaven.
We are going to get close to them and see if they attack us if we get really close. Oh, this one kind of looks mad. I think we've disturbed them. Oh, this one, what kind of a stance is that? Like, how do you pose for that long? 1 foot up, beak reversed into its own back. That is impressive stuff. We're going to move over here and check out these smaller ducks. Look at this. What is this? This is just an absurd looking bird. A spoonbill, although it's not going to show us its spoonbill like it previously did. We've got this little guy, crazy hair, rocking the mullet. Oh, he's coming towards me. Oh. Birds available to see in here. We got the metallic starling, white-headed buffalo weaver. We got the Madagascar crested ibis, among others. Red-breasted goose, and of course the African spoonbill. What do we have here? This little guy's trying to escape. Doesn't want to be on camera. Too bad. And right above us, there's a bird in a tree. And a lot of bird poop. This is apparently the bird poop section. I wouldn't stand underneath that. The guardians of the exit, right here. 4 of them. The difference between the San Diego Zoo and the Wildlife Safari Park is the size of the trees, the detail in the pathways, and of course, some of the species available to look at. Now, right now we have whatever this white bird is right next to us. Doesn't smell great in this section, but the background is awesome. And of course, there's jungle snacks. Look at this guy. He's come to say hello. What's up, big man? Imagine being able to swing like that. That's incredible. He's got a fairly decent enclosure in there. He can go wherever. Oh, he's decided to moon us. He wanted us to see both sides of him. And here he is. He's making a signal saying, "Feed me. I am starving." I don't have anything you can eat, bud, but you sure look crazy. It's snack time for this monkey. As we walk across this amazing handmade bridge, opening up into a massive space we've only just begun at the Wildlife Safari Park. It gets way more interesting after this. Stick with us and let's see all this place has to offer. In fact, once we walk through here, we're gonna see an amazing view of everything. Wow. I mean, it goes on and on, just forever. This entire thing is the safari park, from mountaintop to mountaintop. Got a variation of vultures right here. We've got one right there. It's your standard old school vulture. You see them on cartoons picking apart a dead carcass, but this is a white vulture. Wow, magnificent. We got an okapi right here. It's basically an anteater zebra hybrid. I mean, look at this. How is that a real thing? Nobody knows. I'm not sure if only its hind legs are supposed to match with the other ones to confuse predators, because I know zebras have the stripes, so they can be in large groups and confuse predators. This is one wild creature. It's got a blue tongue. I mean, it looks like an alien. Probably saying this wrong, but I believe this is a Gerenuk. And it's living fat. It's got a nice open space back here with one of these West African black-crowned crane. Look at that. That's wild. Imagine having that thing on your head. And we got a baby. This is not actually a baby. It's just called a red-flanked duker. I'm not kidding. It's a duker. What does it do? It takes dookies. It's a duker.
That's funny.
More birds here. Just a whole bunch of birds. Safari Park is a very bird-friendly place. We're going to have a lot of different birds to show you today. Beautiful path laced with many waterfalls, small bridges, and pathways leading up to another exhibit that contains large birds. But first, look at this beautiful babbling brook stuck in this corner nook. So nice I could write a book.
That bird poop almost just hit my arm, so watch out.
He almost got shook by some bird poo. We're gonna look at this white stork right here. We've got a stork. It's gotta be a stork. A white stork.
There's like 6 of them right in that corner.
Whoa. Look at these storks. Ready to deliver some babies. That's what storks do. We all know all babies come from storks, delivering them to homes
In the movie.
in little white pouches, being held by their beaks while they fly. And as you can see, there's also fish here in this little waterfall section.
There's a whole school.
Yeah. With the sunlight, you can see how many fish there are. There's just a whole bunch. They're trying to swim against the current. And we've got a nice additional bridge with another waterfall. And Claire has decided to jump in right here, right now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. No, she's not going to do it. She bumped out. Favorite of all the birds other than a secretary bird. So this has got to be number 2 for me. We've got hornbills. Yes, this one has a blue gullet. Must be the female, and the male coming around the corner with the red. Here he is. Wow, magnificent. That is a fantastic bird. It hopes I'm having something for it to eat, but I'm sorry to let you down. I've got nothing. We've got a couple Red River hogs lounging, one next to another one's booty, loving that booty stench coming off of this hog. We've got hog face and hog butt. Red River hogs at the San Diego Wildlife Safari Park. Peony Adventures, Episode 2, Rockin' and Rollin'. Check out this guy's snout. Wow. And now, folks, we've reached the open area African Plains section with a pool of fish right next to us, swimming around, not knowing what they're doing, waiting for some ducks to eat them.
Oh my gosh.
We've got ducks swimming around over here, looking for their prey, various different kinds.
Oh, I just saw one go down and eat a fish.
And this thing just goes on forever. We've got a nice, once again, man-made bridge. This one is a floating bridge that rests upon this water and moves as you step on it. We've got a little island in the center. She's doing some maintenance over here. And this is why the Safari Park is such a beautiful exhibit and place to visit.
Oh my gosh.
E, having fun so far?
Yeah. Whoa.
More fish.
Oh my gosh, it's so big.
Some
Wait,
of
that's
these,
a dead frog.
some of these appear to be tadpoles with small legs underneath them,
That's a dead frog.
as they are halfway into the turning or transformation
It's a dead frog.
into a frog. We've got you, E. He was right. There is a dead frog floating to the surface. Maybe it's the mother of all these tadpoles. We've got a couple southern ground hornbills and a black-crowned crane. This crane, man, it's everywhere out here. Wet zone here. E is going in. Claire's already soaked. And of course, we forgot to bring towels. Who knows where this water came from? I'm gonna give it a very low grade level of cleanliness, but children care not because they want to get wet. Monster-sized birds coming up here, folks. Look at this. That is a beast. I mean, human-sized birds here. We've got a marabou stork. Yeah, oh, this one is just a mammoth of an individual with a gullet that hangs down so low. Does your gullet hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? This guy can. It's kind of hard to see, but in the distance, there is a cheetah. The elusive, chilling in the shade, hearing my voice. Oh, it's turning towards us. Cheetah, enjoying itself some shade. The best aspects of the San Diego African Safari Park is the tram that takes you up close and personal with some of the craziest animals in the world. We've got rhinos, giraffes, zebras, we've got cheetahs, all of the above, everything under the sun. Coming tram that you wait in a short line to enter for free. It's included with admission, as they missed you to stay cool. We're about to get on this tram in the next run. This one's full, so we'll be on the next one. Are you excited or what?
Yes. Yes.
What are you trying to see when you get on this tram?
The rhinoceroses.
The rhinoceroses, or is it rhinoceri? I can't be sure how to say it plural. Claire, what do you want to see on this roll? On the tram right here into the Wild African Safari. What are you looking to see?
I also want to see the rhinos.
Rhinos? You guys can't think of any other animals, can you? I'm looking to see some giraffes and perhaps a cheetah. And maybe a hippo as well. Y'all, we're actually on the tram, ready to go see all the animals on the safari itself. The whole point of going to the safari is to be on a safari, which is what we're about to do.
If you're sitting right behind me, though, you don't have yellow strips.
There's a front view of the cheetah, which we just saw from the
They're
back.
very well built for those high speeds, with long legs, cover more ground, long tails, and balance.
He's looking for
Unlike other
us.
cats, their
Hey,
claws don't
what do you
retract.
think about that cheetah?
Yeah, they use them like
It's gonna eat us.
It's gonna eat us?
We were in that.
How long are you gonna have this
sprinters. They're not marathon runners.
on your head?
The burst of high speed lasts for maybe
A
60
big
to
glob
90
of
seconds.
sunscreen?
That's usually enough time for them to cross about 1,000 feet.
Folks, look at out
And
there.
afterward,
There's
it
a
can take them up to
private
half an hour to
safari
recover.
feeding
So that is something to
the
keep in mind
giraffes.
while we're on this tour.
So cool.
And the time that it takes for us
Would
to get
love
back
to
to
do
the
that.
station.
Not
Cheetah
rich
can
enough
still
at
be
this
resting up
time.
and honest.
Like and subscribe enough, and I'll be there.
So the lighter color does a couple of things for them there. First off, it'll help them camouflage a little better in the saltwater.
Flamingos. They
It's
must
also
be
reflecting light away from their bodies.
the flamingos that don't eat as much shrimp, so they're not getting that red hue.
Like I said, we're going to carry on for now because we have a lot more to see on this tour. So a good amount of frozen genetic material from both male and female northern white rhinos. They're hoping to use southern species that they have such a good track record with, surrogate mothers, to help bring the northern white.
Wow, look at the size of that crane. Massive.
Just a little further past the
Some
front
other
line,
ones.
still to our right. We'll have a great view of these pronghorns laying down in the shade. Unlike most of the wildlife we'll see on the tour, the pronghorn is not an African species. They're from Baja, California. So not too far from home right now. And you wouldn't guess it by looking at them, but that is the second fastest land animal. A pronghorn can reach speeds of up to 65 miles per hour. And the only thing faster than them is, again, the Cheeto scale at the beginning of the tour, which can go up to 70 miles per hour.
Wow. Look at those pronghorns. Native to Baja County, just south of our house in Imperial Beach. E, can you run faster than those?
Back over to our left.
You can?
You can see some more African species.
40 miles an
Top
hour?
of the hill are just the springbok and the powder
I
snake eland.
never knew.
We'll talk more about them as we double back on the upper road and try to get a closer look from there. Right below us, though, we have a herd of sable antelope. And they like to make their homes near tree lines. They have that darker brown color to also blend in really well in the shade. You might notice that they all
Rhinoceros.
see if we can line up a better look as we creep
Couple of
forward.
water buffalo with
But
them.
because they're paired up like that, they're doing a really good job of showing off they're the most social rhino species. And that's in addition to being the largest. And both those factors are mainly because they live out in the
Folks, my
savannah,
apologies
which
for that
means they
loud
don't really
noise
have
behind
anywhere to
me.
seek cover from predators.
Nothing I can do
It's mostly just
about
grass all
that.
around them. Because we have so many of them eating right
We got
here,
the giraffes.
keep
People
an eye out
look
for
at
how long
this.
their
They
tongues
just
are.
fed them.
The rule of thumb is that for
lively
every foot of
bunch.
giraffe height, there's about
They're
an inch
eating
long.
lunch. And they're gonna munch a bunch
So
of
that means
crunchy
on
lunch.
average, their tongues are about 1.5 feet long.
Beautiful animals.
They use them to
1.5
grab things
long.
like leaves or tree branches that would otherwise be just
1.5 long
out of
tongue.
reach. He's scratching his neck over on the feeding post. You can see our male on the side giraffe. His name is Gowan.
Pardon my French, but here is the Somali
Our closest relative
wild
here is
ass,
You can get a
That's
good idea of that
correct.
from the stripes on their legs.
also known as a donkey.
The
It
stripes
has
are called
zebra
palm.
stripes on its
They make it a lot
legs.
easier for them to see each other as they walk through tall grass.
In danger.
Especially if they're keeping their heads down and trying not to draw attention from any wild animals. They have almost the exact same silhouette. And we also have some road antelope. One right next to the zebra, and then a few more just all across the top of the hill. This is the second largest antelope species. We'll have a chance to see the largest.
And my daughter thinks that these zebras are reindeer. Look at these.
While
Perennial
they're eating and resting up, they can keep an eye out and just see whatever's going on in the distance.
and peeping us,
Kind of like a giraffe.
wondering what we're doing. Where are we going and who are we?
And we can do this.
Look at that. We're on the far side of the safari park.
We are getting
From this
pretty close to
angle,
these two run
you can
antelopes
almost
across
tell
the
how
field.
large this entire thing is.
So take a look at how big their ears are.
From mountain to
Their
mountain.
heads. Those help them out a lot in a forest environment. Because if you think about it, if you're in a forest with all the trees in your way, having good eyesight isn't that much of an advantage. You know, it doesn't matter if you can see up to 2 miles away like a giraffe. If you have trees blocking you every 30 feet, each individual.
Here we go. We got some
Just like a
zebra here. P&E
They're
Adventures.
very good at
Bringing you
identifying each
a
other
close
based
look
off of those patterns.
at some zebras.
So we do also have projects around that grass. And
Dukers.
one of them is next to us now on our right hand side.
Folks, once again, my apologies
It's the
for the loud
California
noises
coastal
behind
base.
me.
It's one of our
Nothing
top
I can
ones.
do about it. Got some screaming children on this
Believe it or not,
tram.
this is one of the most endangered
They're having
marine
fun.
ecosystems in the entire
We're
world.
having fun. Leia, E, and Claire, and myself,
And rapid
right here on P&E Adventures.
So people are putting up
Episode
freeways
2,
and shopping centers and
San
trying to look
Safari
safe,
Park.
safe. That is
Let's
very important.
go.
What does it matter?
Here's a couple of white rhinos. I've had some
These
white
people are
rhino
very
before
dark in their
at a
coloration.
different time.
Definitely darker than the sable antelope.
Wow.
And with that, they're not trying to blend in with anything.
Southern white
Because they're big
rhinos.
and dangerous. So they want to stick out as much as they can so everybody around them
A
knows
couple
to
of
stay
water
safe.
buffalo.
But as we creep forward, also watch the ears on those rhinos. You'll see they get flicked around in different directions. Rhinos have notoriously bad eyesight. They can barely see 30 feet ahead of themselves before it gets blurry. They do make up for that with excellent hearing. They can control those huge ears independently of one another. They're always scanning around like satellite dishes, just trying to keep track of whatever's going on.
I wouldn't say they're always standing around, because it sort of looks like they're always laying around.
Size, their bodies get very hot. So to help with that, they have a flap hanging down from their necks. And a flap is called a dewlap. It works a lot like a car's radiator. So blood's going to flow through that dewlap. They're going to hopefully be cooled at least a little bit by the air. Go ahead and flow back into the inner bodies of those earlings. Just trying to regulate temperature as much as it can.
You can see the air balloon that you can ride for a huge amount of
As we
money
made our
per
way back
person.
through those gates, though, we are returning
It is
to East
connected
Africa.
by a rope, so it does not fly
Right
away on
when we
its own.
started off the tour.
And of course, the gentleman
It looks pretty
narrating the
much exactly
tour
same as we left
has
it.
let us know
Feels good.
that the
See those
safari
grass
park
coming up
opened
ahead by the
in
palm trees.
1972. After all these years, still rocking and rolling,
These are common giraffe, but they are very
bringing you
similar
content
to kind subspecies
on
from
Peony
South Africa.
Adventures, Episode 2,
The main real differences
San
in
Diego
size are a little
Wildlife
bit different.
Safari Park.
Or in the case of the males, like
We've got
the one
Claire
with
right
that,
here.
they
She's
get
being
a lot darker.
Skibbity, Riz, Ohio, Ultra Cringe, Sigma.
And again, giraffe are pretty famous for their height. I'd say they're probably, so again, doing a really good job of showing off they're the most social rhino species. It's worth mentioning though, that mostly applies to the females. The males, on the other hand, are a lot more territorial and solitary, just like pretty much every other rhino species. And like with all rhinos, a huge part of the reason that southern white rhinos are endangered is poaching. Some cultures believe that rhino horn has medicinal properties, maybe even curing cancer. Unfortunately, they are often hunted for their horns. Those beliefs are not true though. If you take a look at your hair and fingernails, that's the same material that rhino horn is made of. It's a protein called keratin, and it has no medicinal value whatsoever.
Stop killing those rhinos, folks. There's no point.
But we are
Which one was that? It doesn't look like it, but he had the time on the tram in the safari park, showing us around, showing us different animals, where their habitat would be, all of that fun stuff. Like I said, it's free with admission, so check it out. A good time. On to the next portion of Peony Adventures, Wild African Safari Park. Let's go. This is crazy, kind of hard to see, but there is a lion on this rock. We've reached the lion's den. We're gonna go around this group here real quick so we can get a better view. And here we go. A massive king of the jungle, taking a snooze in the sun. Well, he's getting a little shade, I should say. There we go. Can't really tell if it's a male or female because you can't see the mane of this lion. You can only see its butt. But here you have a lion's butt. A male lion begins to show when he is about 2 years old. You're gonna have to read the whole sign before you make assumptions, E. Peony Adventures. E is learning how to read as we speak. So, folks,
The ones over there are laying down too.
we got a couple of snoozing lions enjoying themselves a nap. Well deserved, I'm sure. The kings and queens of the jungle. Definitely a couple females right here, because there's no mane around their neck, which would signify that they were males. So these are a couple of ladies hanging out. Girl time. At the size of that head. Teeth inside of there, probably really big. Paw of a lion is the size of E's hand, a bit bigger.
But it was
Wow.
almost the size.
Let's see where I measure up.
Dad, your hand is literally that thing. You need to put your thumb like that.
Thankfully, I have my not even close to rude daughter to help me out. Skibbity, Riz, Ohio, Sigma.
That's what she says. I was reading.
Here you can see a closer look at the massive balloon that you can ride into the sky for a extremely large fee. We're not going to do that today. Everyone's afraid of heights.
I'm not.
But I will say, the way that thing's swaying in the wind just makes you feel a bit uneasy about going into the sky, floating underneath that thing. An African safari without elephants. We are right up next to this big boy. Look at that, he's trying to stay cool with some mud on his head. Cool things about the Wild African Safari Park here at the San Diego Escondido location is the roar and snore. You can literally rent one of these and sleep in it so that you can listen to the sounds of an African safari in the nighttime without ever having to leave the United States. Amazing. Someday I'm going to do it. Does look a little bit dirty, but it's to be expected. Roar and Snore Safari Park, San Diego. Got a wet station for the kiddos to spray themselves off. One quick second. Go, E, go. Go, E, go. Go, go, go. E's going to get himself a little bit wet. Nice. How was it? One of the last things we're going to look at on our way through the San Diego Wild African Safari Park are the gorillas. You can see a silverback gorilla right here. He's hanging out, he's having fun. Every day is a good day when you are a gorilla because you're the biggest one. No one's going to mess with you. This guy's picking bugs, he's eating them. What could be better than some dirt bugs in a gorilla den? I know I'm hungry now. Concluding our visit to the San Diego Wild African Safari Park, P&E Adventures. Here we are, silverback gorillas. Hope you enjoyed everything. We're gonna have a short video showing our exit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more. P&E Adventures, Episode 2, coming to a close. What is in that guy's butt that just fell out? I don't know. And I hope to never find out. I've said it before, but there's also a carousel here. We're not going to ride it. We've reached our maximum ability to stand in the sun. We're saying goodbye to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. How was it, E?
Really good.
Do you recommend it? What's your rating out of 10?
10.
10 out of 10 from E. Check us out on the next adventure. P&E Adventures signing off, Episode 2. See you later.